that this just cannot happen today. I think it's just a disgrace. And if you let it happen once, it's going to happen again.
Hello, it's Elena
and Olivia
from the local lowdown, and we're here with Dreamhouse at Creek House.
Hello.
Could you please introduce yourself and your background in music?
I'm Dreamhouse. I play drums mainly in some Buffalo bands, Dishonored, Jewel Tone. Played in the Nietzsche band for a little bit. Shout out Nietzsche. Yeah, my background in music, or like kind of how I was brought up. I played drums young. Played in like school systems. I was fortunate enough to have like public school band and all that kind of stuff. So that was cool. And yeah, I don't know. My grandpa just pushed me to didn't really push me, but he just played a lot of like music when I was young. So kind of gravitated towards it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you kind of got into it a little bit, but as you are a drummer for multiple metal and hardcore bands, how did this solo project really come about?
Just wanted to do it, kind of. Like I had got into like vaporwave whenever, like, I don't know, maybe a few years before I started doing the project, and just wanted to like try it just to see if I could do it. Like, thought there was some stuff that like, I don't know, like I wanted to hear that I wasn't hearing.
Yeah.
And yeah, just started it from there.
Yeah. And I remember us talking a little bit before, but this is your first few performances, like your third or fourth?
This is like my third real, this is my third performance. Like,
congrats on that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You refer to yourself as Mr. Mallwave and the Signal Wave Swordsman. Love those, by the way. What are the stories behind these names?
They're just silly nicknames, really. There's no real story. I mean, like, the Signal Wave Swordsman is like kind of like Wu-Tang inspired, just because like I like Wu-Tang. And Mr. Mallwave, I thought of like, I think Mr. Morale had just dropped. So like, and I was like listening to that a bunch, and I was like, yeah, Mr. Mallwave. Anybody doing that stuff, you know what I mean?
Awesome. Well, you also mentioned him a little bit earlier. We're going to shout out Nietzsche now. But you have collaborated a lot with Nietzsche throughout the years, as well as played in Nietzsche Band. What has it been like collaborating with him in both Nietzsche Band and then also with your stuff?
He's super cool. Shout out Nietzsche, man.
A third time.
Shout out Nietzsche a third. Yo, if you don't know, you got to listen. Places is crazy. Yeah. He's just a super cool musician, creative type. Like, he really supports like your vision, you know what I mean? Like, if he messes with you, like, he really like messes with what you're doing hard. So he's like the only one who really like is putting me on in that way, like giving me opportunities to make him beats or anything like that. So he's definitely been like a day one supporter.
Nice. Do you feel like that whole creative process works a little differently for you when you work with Nietzsche?
Not really. I mean, like, in the Nietzsche band, it's a little different because it was like songs and stuff, like real, you know, like instruments. But like, I'll just send him, like, because of Nietzsche band, like, I just started sending him beats just to be like, hey man, if you want to like rap on this or whatever. And he was like really messing with it. So it's just kind of like a, you know, hey, do you like this? Yeah, I like it. Let's do something with it.
Cool.
What was the process of creating the Dreamhouse feature Jewel Tone on their demo that came out this past year?
Same kind of thing. I mean, like, anyone who like plays with me in like a musical capacity will know about Dreamhouse, but I don't really kind of like make it like a huge thing. But I mean, the people who like it and kind of like I'm musically involved, they're always like, if you want to do anything like that on the record or anything, you know, that'd be super cool. And Christian, who plays guitar, he's kind of like the brain of the band. He was just like super stoked. I sent him a bunch of beats and we picked that one, and yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, when I first listened to that demo and I saw that, I was super excited.
Yeah.
But also, you have released 3 singles just this past week, as when we're recording this. What was the inspiration for these releases?
Once again, I was bored in my room, and I was like, I haven't really put out anything in a while, and like, kind of was in that phase of like having a bunch of unfinished stuff and nothing, like, you know how it's like technically finished, but you just kind of like sit there and you're like, yeah, it's not right. You know what I mean? It's not right. But yeah, I just picked those 3 as kind of like I don't know, I like the mix of tracks. I think I kind of want to like keep going down that road of maybe like a few short releases of all different genres just in one release. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot recently. I think it's super cool.
Yeah. A lot of shows are like that too now, where it's just multiple. I mean, that BJ show, that Selfish Act show, that was super duper cool to see. Like all those bands just together, and it was like, heck yeah, you know.
It was so fun to watch that show. You have a unique Spotify bio. It states, "I'll always be there and I'll always care." What is the significance of this bio, and why do you feel it is important to your listeners?
I just think that's like kind of like the overall message of like music in general is like it'll always kind of like be there for you. And I just like heard it like surfing the web, like thinking of just looking for inspiration and stuff, and like it really resonated with me. I can't remember the track name because I suck, but it's in one of the earlier releases. It's on Season Tape 02, like the actual sample that it's from. But yeah, no, it's just it's a good universal message, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, we always have to ask, are there any upcoming releases, merch, just news that you want people to hear about?
No, I mean, just keep your eyes peeled, you know? Like I said, quick releases might be the thing for the next little bit, so whenever I'm feeling froggy, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to this interview. It's been Elena
And Olivia.
from the Local Lowdown, and we will catch you in the next interview. Bye.
Bye.